Hi, welcome to this course. For this Stata application, let's first get to know with Stata program. As you can see here, this is the Stata 17 interface, and on top here you can see a number of drop-down menus, frequently used buttons, and a number of windows. Here is the main window where you can have all the results and outcomes of your command. This is the history window. All the previously executed commands will be listed here. And over here is the variables window. So whenever you load your data, you will see the variable names over here and the properties of the variable. And down here is the command window. So let's begin with the simple data, the weight data, which is weight as a function of height that we have previously used in our manual calculation of the coefficients. So this is the data. Let's just copy this raw data and put into the Stata. So we select this data of weight and height for the 20 students. You can see weight is denoted by Y and height denoted by X. So we copy this, right click, copy. Then we bring the data to this Stata interface. You can click this button, which is the data editor button. Once you click, you can see the Excel-like window. The top left cell is already selected. So you right click here and paste. The pop-up window will come out and ask you to select the first row as variable name. So we select this and we can see we have copied the data from Excel to Stata. We can close this window, data window, and you can see the ID, Y, and X are listed under variables window. Now we can start running the command to do a simple linear regression. Weight as a function of height. So the command is regress to do the simple OLS, and then we start with the dependent variable first, which is Y. So we know that this is the Y here, so you can also click the downward pointing arrow next to the variable name here, and then X as the independent variable. So this is the only command to run simple linear regression for the dependent variable Y against independent variable X. Once we do this, we can see that these are the results of the estimation. If you can recall from our manual calculation just now, we get this coefficient values. So the coefficient for intercept or constant is 103.397, and then the coefficient for height, or denoted here as X, 6.377. So we have learned how to compute this earlier, and now we can see that in Stata, simply by running these three words, regress Y against X, we get the results, identical results, just like what we have done earlier. And then you can see also the total sum squares, estimated sum squares, and residual sum squares. We also have calculated the numbers here earlier, and in the result of Stata, they are also automatically computed and given here. The model here reflect the estimation or the estimated sum squares, ESS 3763, and then the residual SN, residual sum square, RSS 1301, and the total sum square 5064. The number of observation, of course, it is 20, just like what we learned earlier, 20 students from whom we collect the data on their height and weight. And then we have R squared here, 0.74, which is the ratio of the estimated sum square to the total sum square. 3763 divided by 5064, you get this 74%. 74.3% variation in Y can be explained by X, or variation in weight can be explained by the variable in the model, which is height. That will be all for the simple linear regression.